If you're excited to try Manus AI, the first thing you need is a clean setup so you can start strong and not feel lost the moment you log in. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire beginner setup process, from creating your account to understanding what you're seeing inside the platform. The goal here is simple. By the end of this video, you should feel comfortable getting into Manus AI and ready to run your first real task. The good news is that the setup process is usually straightforward. The more important part is understanding what to pay attention to early so you don't just create an account and then stare at the dashboard wondering what to do next. Let's start at the beginning. The first step is going to the Manus AI signup page. If you're using an invitation link, that may also give you access to promotional credits, which is helpful because it lets you experiment without feeling like every test costs too much. Once you land on the signup page, you'll typically be asked for standard account information like your email, login credentials, or a connected sign-in option depending on what methods are supported. As you create your account, one small but important tip: use an email you actually plan to keep tied to your work, learning, or content projects. A lot of people test platforms with a random email and then later regret it when they want their history, integrations, files, or billing tied to something more permanent. After sign up, you may need to verify your email. If that happens, just open the verification message and confirm the account before moving on. If you don't see it immediately, check spam or promotions. Once that's done, you'll log into Manus AI for the first time. This first login matters more than people think, because first impressions on AI platforms can either make the product feel exciting or overwhelming. If the interface looks new, that's normal. Don't try to understand every button immediately. At this stage, you only need to focus on a few core things: where to start a task, where to view past activity, where settings live, and where integrations or tools are managed. That's enough to get moving. When you first enter the dashboard, you'll usually see some kind of home screen, workspace view, or task-centered interface. Different AI platforms arrange this differently, but the core idea is the same. This is your control center. A good way to think about it is like this: your account is the identity, your dashboard is the workspace, and your tasks are the actual jobs you assign to the AI. Before you jump into creating something, spend a minute looking around. Look for a new task or create button, a history or tasks panel, a settings area, any tool, integration menus, usage or credit information. That last one is important. If Manus AI uses a credit-based system, you'll want to understand how usage is tracked so you can experiment intelligently. Beginners sometimes waste credits on vague prompts or repeated tests that could have been better structured. You don't need to be overly cautious, but you do want to be intentional. Now let's talk about settings, because this is one of the smartest things to do early. Go into the settings section and review the basics. Profile details notification preferences, security options billing, or usage-connected tools if available. If two-factor authentication is available, it's worth turning on, especially if you plan to use Manus AI for business tasks, client work, or anything that involves important files and data. Also check whether there are workspace preferences or default behaviors you can customize. Some platforms let you control output preferences, connected services, or task visibility. Even if you leave most defaults alone, knowing where these settings are will save time later. The next thing to pay attention to is integrations. Depending on what Manus AI supports in your environment, you may be able to connect outside tools or services. That could include productivity apps, storage systems, email tools, databases, or API-driven services. You do not need to connect everything on day one. That's a common beginner mistake. People get excited and try to wire up every service immediately. A better approach is to connect only what you actually need for the task you plan to run. If you're just learning the platform, it's perfectly fine to start with no integrations at all and simply understand the base workflow first. Now let's talk about your first few minutes inside the account, because this is where habits start forming. Instead of trying a huge complicated task right away, begin with something small and clear. For example, summarize a topic research, a simple question, organize a short list of ideas, analyze a tiny dataset draft, a short piece of content. Why start small? Because early success builds understanding. You want to see how Manus AI responds, how it structures the task, how long things take, and what kind of outputs it produces. That makes you much better prepared for larger workflows later. Another useful tip during setup: if the platform offers onboarding tutorials, starter templates, or example tasks, don't skip them too fast. A lot of users ignore these because they want to jump straight into real work, but examples often reveal how the platform expects you to think. That can shorten the learning curve dramatically. You'll also want to understand where files live. If Manus AI allows uploads, generated outputs, downloads, or saved documents, make sure you know where uploaded files appear, where results are stored, how to revisit previous outputs, whether task history is searchable. This becomes very important once you start doing repeat work or managing multiple tasks across different topics. Now let's cover mindset, because setup is not just technical. The best way to approach Manus AI as a beginner is not as a magic button. It's better to treat it like a capable operator that needs good direction. That means your setup phase is really about building a smooth working environment for collaboration. You're learning how to communicate with it, how to structure requests, how to monitor outputs, and how to improve results over time. That's much more useful than just clicking around randomly. A practical first day checklist would look like this. Create and verify your account. Log in and scan the dashboard. Check your credits or usage model. Review account and security settings. Locate task creation, task history, and output areas. Review any built-in examples or onboarding help. Run one simple starter task. That alone is enough to get you moving confidently. One more thing beginners often ask: what if the interface changes over time? That's normal with AI platforms. Features move, labels change, layouts evolve. The important thing isn't memorizing every visual detail. It's understanding the platform logic, where work starts, where progress is shown, where outputs are stored, where settings are controlled. If you understand that structure, small interface updates won't throw you off. So if you've been putting off trying Manus AI because you thought setup might be complicated, it really doesn't have to be. The key is to go in with a simple plan, get familiar with the dashboard, and start with one manageable task instead of overcomplicating it. Once your account is ready and you know where everything is, the platform becomes much easier to use. And that sets you up perfectly for the next step, which is understanding the interface in more detail and learning how to navigate the dashboard efficiently.